God, I wish I was drunk for this. Anyway, hello everybody. I am Miranda Michaelis, and you know what? I hope I'm wrong. I'm wrong about a lot of things. I hope I'm wrong about this too. But from what I could see, it seems like, the YouTuber V, it seems like he is strawmanning David Sherratt. So, to give you the full story, I'll just start with David Sherratt. It seemed like this whole thing started off with Tim Blake criticizing Shoe on Head and Ranting Feminist Association with Shoe on Head. And of course, eventually Christy Winter's name got brought up. Now I have to use like a different browser where I have a different account. This is just a side account I have because I am blocked by Christy Winters, and this is the only way I could see her tweets. So Kevin Logan says,
Nobody is suggesting that it's up to you who she associated with. That's just disingenuous. The point is that you chose to judge someone for their associations with flashy prints, or overlook them because they are personally nice to you.
Ranting Feminist says,
Just like Christy overlooked JF being a rapist, accused of sexual assault 7 times by his own words, to leave him a positive comment on YouTube.
so basically, because Kevin Logan is giving Ranting Feminist shit over being friends with Shoe on Head, Ranting Feminist decides to give Christy Winter shit for leaving you positive comments for JF. Yeah, here you can see Christy Winter saying, "Oh my God, can we all just collectively ignore Shu for the rest of our existence? She enables and supports racists. That's what she is. Except she's a racist enabler, and let's all move on. I've seen this same debates for months, and Shu's not worth much thought." And let's remember that Shoe on Head is good friends with the Ranting Feminist, and the Ranting Feminist and Shoe on Head are very protective of each other. Okay, so Christy Winters decided to quote tweet Ranting Feminist when she says that Christy Winters left JF being a rapist of sexual assault, even though he was accused 7 times. Christy Winters says, "This is what jumping the shark looks like when you're desperately defending Dot's holiday by making up lies about a fellow feminist." So basically tribalism. And here, like, Christy Winters is giving Ranting Feminist hell about her friend Shoe on Head. And this is where it first gets brought up. The comments she left 4 months ago. Now keep in mind that this thread, I've already scrolled through much of the thread. It's all about, Kevin Logan giving Claudia Brown lots of hell for being friends with Shoe on Head. He decided to give her a hard time, so she was just like, oh yeah, well, what about Christy Winter? She did this, and it's like,
Losar1 gets involved and says,
Kevin, full stop. Christie's communication with people like GF and Coach is definitely something to question. She is wrong to question her.
and I mean, this most likely could have been prevented if people didn't give her hell about Shoe on Head.
Christy Winters says,
You're questioning me, posting my opinions versus Ranting Feminist actively defending a bigot, unfollowed.
Ranting Feminist says,
You disagreed with my actions, unfollowed. And this is why we aren't friends anymore, Christy. You can't take criticism, and it will ultimately push everyone away if you keep making everyone the bad guy every time they disagree with you and being instantly abrasive.
Losar1 says,
What did I say that was so wrong? I'm genuinely confused on this one.
Okay, this is why so many people don't like Christy Winters. I'm really surprised that Sargon and V wants to side with Bering's stalker.
Ranting Feminist says,
You dare disagree with her leaving the comments she did on Jeff's video? So apparently you 100% agree with me and are on my side, so she has to block you, I suppose.
Christy Winters says,
Where are those positive statements I made, liar? Let me see them all.
Ranting Feminist says,
A positive statement right here. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know this is what I'm talking about. I don't know why you want me to post it so much repeatedly, just to make you look good.
And that's what this is all about.
Christy Winters says,
JF allegations were only just starting to come out mid-January. Tell me, Claudia, how many other comments can you find from me later than mid-January? Okay, so this is where David Sherratt begins to pop in. If you want to read more of this, just visit Christy Winters' Twitter on a different browser, like I am on her Twitter on a different browser. She can't block you if you don't communicate with her, and if you're merely just viewing her tweets on a different account. Okay, so here David Sherratt is getting involved with the drama between Ranting Feminist and Christy Winters. David Sherratt is getting involved between the arguments between Ranting Feminist and Christy Winters because the Ranting Feminist is his friend. It started off between those two. Now here Christy Winters is complaining that David is slandering her. Then now David is just trying to give correct information. I'm not saying that the information is correct, but he's trying to correct the record. So here David Sherratt is complaining. Just for an addendum, for people without context, Christy was giving JF advice on suing people and claimed she didn't know JF was a rapist before late January. Where David Sherratt says,
Now the alt-right / Christy Winters alliance begins. Everyone's so pissed off at her for this in leftist circles.
And right here I think he's joking or being hyperbolic. I don't take that statement from him literally. Now V wants to jump in and take David Sherratt's sarcasm literally. Like, oh yeah, you know that thing you said as a hyperbole? Let me just take a real literal interpretation of your statement. He is making fun of David Sherratt by taking him out of context. He's making fun of an out of context joke and thereby misrepresenting David. To me, this is blatantly obvious that he's joking. This is really ridiculous because nobody's calling Christy Winters a Nazi collaborator. Let me make this clear. If somebody is telling a joke and you take that joke literally, then yes, you are making a straw man against that person because you are taking that person out of context. It would be like if David Sherratt were to call Christy Winters a grammar Nazi. Like if he were to go, oh my goodness, Christy Winters is such a grammar Nazi, and then V were to go, hey Christy Winters, let me get you on my channel and explain why you are Nazi, and whoa, he's terrible because he's calling an intersectional feminist and a progressive a Nazi.
when, grammar not see its importance, the context does matters. And, for me, it was clear that, David Shorts was being hyperbolic and going, the Christy Winters and the Alt-Rights Alliance begins now, ha ha ha. And he's not saying that's any very serious mannerism, and yet V wants to use the most uncharitable interpretation possible instead of consulting with David, make sure he gets his facts straight before jumping to make a YouTube video. And we could use people who would want to get their facts straight before making a YouTube video. Anyway, I didn't do much editing because I'm tired. I'm just really tired lately. However, I just hope I at least successfully cleared David's reputation.
Anyway, this has been Remy Callis. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.